The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, fellas. Good morning. I opened the room a little bit early. When I opened at 7:53, I actually thought it was 7:58, so I opened a couple of minutes early. We do have a bounce in the indices this morning. Nasdaq's up about 90. ESYM, Russell, all up as well at the moment. Small net buyers, a couple thousand net buyers in the ES. NASDAQ currently has about 1,300 net buyers. Crude, small net sellers. And gold, small net buying, 600 plus contracts in gold. VIX futures are down. VIX cash is up slightly. Down slightly, up slightly. We had another terrific trade yesterday. Let's see if we can't keep that going today. It is Wednesday, Cinco de Mayo, 5-5. Have a Corona on me. Preferably not while you're trading. Let's see here. I'll quickly read the disclaimer. We can probably get that out of the way before most everybody filters in, and they won't have to get put to sleep. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you can't afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation nor an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Last but not least, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not be in a trade does not lend more or less credence to the trade. Please trade according to your own account and trade according to your tolerance for risk. I, I'm going to have to shut those off. Aye. I will be, of course, trading the breakout indicator on the automated aspect again in sim. I did take a few trades live yesterday with it after we closed the room with micros. Performed fine, but I will trade it in sim again today. And I will show the trades when there's something to show. Right now, the market is pretty quiet. If anybody has any questions, holler. Obviously, we're going to have crude inventories today. $8:15, we have ADP non-farm employment change. It should be on the site. I can check that. 9:45, final market services PMI. Oy vey. Good morning, James. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna. ADP is not on the site yet. Should be momentarily. I'm not sure what they're looking for. Yeah, he'll set, for those of you guys that target one off. Target one off. I'm going to move stop to 76.5. Okay. Thank you, Don. Now, the bot may be right as well, guys. I mean, it's, you know, again, we're waiting on news. If final target for me is about 80 point, we may only get to 2. We're going to have, I'm going to go 81.3. 81.2 for a final target. 81. Stop at 76.5. Lock in 4 more. First target is filled and off. As always, you got 13, 14 ticks in here. Trade them as you see fit. Thank you, Djan. Looks to me like she wants to go. Let's see what else I see, fellas. Nothing. I mean, there's nothing moving. A little bit of order flow first thing in the morning, fellas. NASDAQ has I'm looking at NASDAQ on a pullback to about 21, 22 looks interesting. Gold could fail here. Nice job, Rick. Save some money for the rest of us, guys. Nice job, Rick. What's your secondary time frame on that? Oh, 8 range. Okay, got it. I don't like this, especially since I'm right here behind this buyer. If we bust over that point of control, I'm going to like this. ADP in a minute. There we go, fellas. There we go. Morning, Johan. I still don't like that unfinished auction. We've got to catch this swing at 79.4, and you can kiss it goodbye. Come on. It wants that unfinished auction. Damn. Don't you do it. Got 200 buyers here, guys. But a sequential decline, 10.84. Yeah, that's probably good for. Got to break 79. We got to break this swing here at 4. I still think gold is longs. I would not be looking for shorts. This could stop here. Out.
Short gold. 15 minutes.
I'm out. I'm not interested in shorts. If it does come down. So first target only, guys, +5, 36 ticks if you traded it the same way. So you guys that were here yesterday may recall that I switched to my new computer because I had several screens that, for whatever reason, were not accepting or processing data on my charts. You guys recall that? So I went to my new computer, which worked fine yesterday. I now have a screen, one of the same screens as yesterday, which is not processing data on one chart. The other 2 charts on that screen are working fine. I have one chart that is not updating. Gold is going to go long, guys. We've pulled everything lower. If you want to get in, VWAP is a place to get in. And if it breaks 79.4, it's good. I'm not taking another trade. I'll let the NASDAQ run. Let's see where NASDAQ can go. NASDAQ can trade back to 758. There goes gold, fellas. Patrick, are you still holding your position? These are 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations based on the size of the chart you're trading. So a 1, 2, or 3 standard deviation on a 5-minute is going to be vastly different than a 1, 2, or 3 standard deviation, say, on this relatively small Unirenko, which is 6618. Okay? We are long on blue with a qualification, short on the burgundy or red, 1 qualification, and we disregard yellow. In the middle, we have a floating moving average. The qualifications are, we take longs when price, like here, eclipses those dots. That's overhead resistance. Then it flips to support. Okay? Then it flips to support. Then we take shorts when we break support. Full candle close through support, right? So that was the premise of the old, or the initial version, which was a manual version. As I said, I had no intentions whatsoever of automating this, but a number of people asked if we could automate it. So we have done so. Now, as traders, we each trade a little bit differently. So there are some things that you can do that may be different than what I do. For instance, if I click on that signal and I go to bar, okay, I can go for a reversal bar. So whenever I get the first reversal bar, for instance, it would have shorted here. It would now be long here on the first reversal. Okay? Unirenko people, especially guys that trade Unirenko, or traders, I don't mean to be specific. Traders that trade Unirenko very oftentimes like the reversal bar, the pin bar, right? That would give you your long here at 41 quarter. Now, recognizing that you're not only trading up into these 3 standard deviations, 1, 2, and 3, but you're also trading up into Pam's red level, those dots, right? I don't use the reversal bar. So I can go to signal, and now I can choose what signal do I want to take a long or a short. So we have a break, which would be a break of support or resistance. We have first bar, which you can see when we get the first bar. So we've got yellow, red, red, yellow. Would disregard yellows. Then we get the first blue bar. That would be a long. And now here. So now this is trying to give us a short here, because we've gotten the short pullback, which yellow. Okay. So now it's just shorted. And I'll be up behind the 3rd standard deviation. And this is one of the kinks that Joel is working on today. I don't know if he's in the room as of yet, but whenever a trade is triggered, for whatever reason, it flashes. So there's always some programming issues, obviously. But that's the way that this is just one of the settings that you can use. Which is the first bar. There's also a trend set. Okay, so on the trend, you would have had the short here below the support just a little bit earlier. I use and like the break, which was the original concept of this indicator, was a break of the support. Okay, now again, this took it on first bar. You can see the signal, FB, first bar. There are times when it'll program 2, first bar and trend. It'll tell you what it is. Well, market chop is identified by yellow bars, Dustin. These yellow bars are sideways or chop, flat bars. It will not take a trade in a flat bar. So the indicator was 997. And if you guys go back a few months in Skype, I mean, I think it's the best. Right. Well, you can program your own trailing stop via Ninja. But I personally think this is the best indicator and easiest indicator to use for traders. It's very clear, right? The automated aspect, if you already own the manual version, is another 997. There is a ton. I mean, there is a ton of programming in this. especially with multiple functions. So yesterday, trading in Sim, at one point it was up over $9,000. Trading what I normally trade in the room, which is 3 contracts or 6 in the $5 instruments, and closed up 4,500 or so. And then at the end of the day, I played with it and it was up around 8,500. And I did do some live micro trades with it. So so again, if you don't own the original version, as you may recall, you have options on trailing. You can trail 1, 2, or 3. Oh, and there's a Shazam, target 1 filled. So I'm trailing at 3 standard deviations. Okay. We're into my buy zone on the NASDAQ. So I'm trailing the dots. The dots are telling me how much risk do I wish to assume from the initial trade through the trail. 1 standard, 2 standard, or 3 standards. Right? That's what these dots are. 1, 2, or 3. So I'll trail it at 3. Can't lose money. So what filters are you asking about, Jennifer? When you say filters, what do you mean by filters? That is correct, CJ. That is correct. So if you do not own it, it's $9.97 if you want the manual version. You don't have to automate it. No, nothing like that, Jennifer. Nope. And if you want the automated version and you don't own it, it's $19.97. Well, I don't know. Trades are trades, Dustin. I mean, look, guys, this is a simulated trade, right? This is a simulated trade. 6 contracts in the NASDAQ because it's a $5 instrument. Okay. But were this a live trade, I have no third target, just a free runner. Correct. That is correct. Now we've got 2 blue bars and we could bounce here. If it does, it does. Okay, so it only did 1,500. James took it live. Nice. $1,520 trade on 6 NASDAQ contracts. And then you would have gotten another short here where it said first bar, right? Because we got the move down, the pullback. We've stayed below the floating moving average, which is the way that this gray line in the middle is programmed, or this moving average. It's actually several moving averages programmed into one. That's how I set it up, Victor. It's just an ATM. It's just this ATM. 3, 2, 1. Stop loss starts out the same, as I've talked about. Target 1, target 2, and 0. It's a Unirenko, 6618. Now you're getting another first bar. Looks like we're coming down a little further. But again, you know, people being what they are will always want to know, what does it cost, right? What does it cost? My response has always been, does it matter if it's a value? So let me explain value. And with no disrespect to anybody, I don't care who buys it or not. Value is defined by benefit. Value is not defined by cost. If that were the case, no one could justify buying a $350,000 Lamborghini. Why? I can buy a Kia and go to the same place. Right? So what's the benefit? First of all, right, this is not an expense. First of all, Does it make money? The answer is it has shown that it does, even going back to the manual aspect. The guys that have it love it. Secondly, the automated aspect allows for something else. So for instance, you saw the NASDAQ trade, but I didn't have the ES on. I'd be short the ES at 73.25. I do have the DAX on, but it hasn't done anything. Look at this NASDAQ. It's getting careened. I didn't have gold on. If I had gold on, I'd be short from here, 77.2. I didn't have the YM on, hasn't taken a trade. And lo and behold, I didn't have crude on. And it went short at 66.48. I mean, it only came to 28, let's call it, 20 ticks. Yeah, what's $200 a contract? The point is, as traders, we are all limited. Every one of us. We can only watch so many charts, right? We can only watch so many charts and trade effectively. How many charts is that? I don't know. Some of you might watch 2. I can watch 5. Some of you might watch 8. I don't know. We're all different. But this allows you to trade more effectively based on the premise of the original indicator by simply doing this. What do I know about the ES? What do I know? It's already in a short, yes? It's in a short. My first target would probably be 70. It's already in a short. I know I'm not looking for a short. It's already short. Okay, I'll wait for it to go long. When it goes long, leave it. It's done. I don't have to touch it. Russell, I didn't turn the Russell on. Russell went short here. I got to wait for it to reverse and go long. Okay, I'll leave Russell on. I don't have to pay any attention. Now I can sit here and watch other charts or order flow or whatever the case may be, because it's already set to trade. That's the benefit of the automation. And gold will fire along here when it breaks resistance. Now, if I were taking first bar, I'd already be long gold at 72.3. Only because I like the smoothness of the uniwrinkle. So there's gold, right? I have a generic, so I want to be below here. I have a generic setting on gold of 10 tick first target and then 15 tick, which I've just moved out. So here is your second trade on the indicator. And see if we can get 10. It's just a generic target. I mean, it could go to 76.2 if we can. I can see it here if it gets up 75.3. So we'll see what we get. I don't see anything. I just missed a long on crude. I just missed a long on crude. I didn't have it on. Crude just went long at 48. No, 45. Now, unlike the bot, it does not trade continuous. Once it fires a trade, you have to reactivate it at the conclusion of a trade. Let me see what I got here. Here is the NASDAQ. And see how we keep getting these pullbacks, then we get the first bar.
Target filled.
There's another target filled.
Order filled.
200 beans. If it were live, it's not live, it's sim. And then you do what you want. You can trail by 3 standard deviations. There's no way to automate this by deviation. 2 standard deviations, or I can go to 1 and say, okay, well, I'm willing to risk to 1 standard deviation. If it pulls back there, I'm done. Or I can say, well, I'll leave it at 3 standard deviations and let it breathe. Oh, I didn't have the NASDAQ on, but it's trying to fire along. So it's already in a long. This is trying to give me another long here. You know, we're coming into the time of day when I'm not gassed about trading indices. So I'll move this up. This will probably take me out. That break even. If Joel can program with standard. Yeah, so he did program the 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations, Brian. So you can right click on the stop. Hang on. Has nothing, no, it does not. This has nothing to do with moving averages, Dustin. So you can right click on the stop and attach it to your ATR trail. Okay, so you have to do your own ATR trail is what you're telling me, right? Which, believe it or not, I have been with Ninja for probably 10, 11 years, 12 years, whatever it's been. And I have no idea how to set up a trailing stop. But you can set up your own trailing stop, fellas. So let's say you have a 10-tick first target. You can set up your own trailing stop to go to break even and trail every 10 ticks as well. So we don't need to do an auto trail like the robot. Well, here. So I close this out. So not bad, right? 2 trades, 1820. Yesterday it was up around 9 grand before the market went a little sideways. But again, the benefit is you can now activate multiple charts in the opposite direction. If you're trading longs, like for instance, this NASDAQ, it took a long here at 11 quarter. Would have given another long signal after this backfill at 14 quarter. Stops down here at 03 if you're using 3 standard deviations. But let's say I want the reversal. I missed it or I didn't set it. I don't want to take another long unless I get a pullback and a bunch of yellow candles. I may want to sell first bar close. So the first red bar close I get, it will short. But again, the first signal was given here at 11. Went to 19 half. Let's say we get to 21. It's 10 handles. It's $200 a contract. I like them, Steve, earlier. You know, in the morning, there's generally a move between 5 and 7. But then the markets get, they get a little sloppy. I'm not a big pre-market guy. Six. Yes, Deepak, that is correct. Guys, I'm just going to grab coffee. Can you hang on 1 second? We'd still be long in this trade if I didn't close it out, regardless of where you were trading, using as a stop.
Order filled.
All right, gold went long on the bot. So we have a robot trade on gold. Gold's got some work to do up here, fellas. It's trading into a whole lot of noise. 81.6 goes. We get to 82.2, maybe 4. It's got to get above 81.6. It should get that first target. I can see it. ES 75 quarter half, maybe long, only to 77 though. I don't see a whole lot in the ES. This is what's got to break. It did. It should get to first target. Yeah, we're stuck at 82.2 within 3 ticks of that first target. I mean, you know what, Victor? Ultimately, this comes down to trader choice, right? So I'm using first bar, but each of you will trade it differently. I mean, there's no blueprint, meaning we all need to do the same thing. Now, if you're asking me what I'm using, the answer is yes. If you're suggesting to me, or if you're asking me, should everybody do the same thing? The answer is, of course, no. Thank you, Patrick. Patrick said there's a daily pivot there. I think it'll go through, but be that as it may, I'm not looking at gold. So the answer is we're all different. You know, some people look at my 30 range and say, who the hell trades a 30 range chart? Why? Well, works for me. Some people will, you know, trade a 1 minute. I can't. It's just too much for me. So again, this week, I said I, would trade this in sim. We know we have at least a bug, which I know Joel is debugging today. And last night, again, he Skyped me at midnight. I was long in bed. But there's a couple of bugs that he will have worked out before he sends you guys that have already purchased this, your version. There it is. Target would have been hit 18 ticks to the tick. And then next week, I'll trade it with a live account. I don't anticipate any difference. I actually traded it yesterday with a live account using micros. Bot. Long gold. Let me shut that off. So I'm break even on this gold trade. So whatever happens on that bot trade, c'est la vie. Gold is going to break out, fellas. If we get above 84.8, we go 88.5 pretty quick. The automated aspect is 997. Yesterday was a lot of fun. I mean, Gary, you missed it. It was up over 9,000. And then it took some losing trades, of course, but I let it trade. Now, were I trading live, I surely wouldn't have. Yeah, Patrick told me 82.4. That's why I took risk off, Terry. Thank you. Dollar looks like it wants to bid, maybe. Okay, Gary. Guys, I'm sure we've had more traders join the room. I traded it on crude, gold, ES, YM, RTY, NQ, and DAX. 7. And I did not break it down pound for pound, what did what. They're all running on sim. Nor as a trader do I care at the end of the day where the money comes from. I don't care if it's made in crude, gold, copper. It doesn't matter to me. Dude, I'm telling you, James, the DAX is addictive. All right, so crude took a long on this bot, or on the automated. Crude is insane. I'm going to move this down here to resistance. This is only a small 339 Unirenko on crude. 339. If I could only trade one instrument, it would not be, if it wasn't the NASDAQ, it would be the DAX. And we used to trade the DAX quite a bit. But the only guys that really want to trade it are my European members. And for those that have joined late, I sent out an email yesterday in part and parcel wanting to know if anybody is interested in a European session. I have been asked by some members if I would open the room, for 3:45, 4 a.m. Eastern, which I am agreeable to if I have enough people that are interested. It would be a separate room from this room. It would also be $199 a month. But I have to have enough interest to, if I'm going to be utterly exhausted by Friday, I have to have enough interest that it's worth me getting up an hour earlier and trading. So if you guys are interested, I know some of you are. You emailed me yesterday. I have misplaced that list. Please email me again and say I would be interested in a European room. $3:45 or so, Patrick. 3:45 a.m. Eastern. And I would probably close it at 6:30 and then reopen this room at 8. I suspect my guys in Europe would be. Yeah. I mean, after the, yeah. DAX, Europe opens at 3. There's no way I could be up at 2:45 and function. I cannot get up that early. Crude came one tick from that first target. And, right. Crude is one tick. Yeah, I mean, and I expect that for the most part, anybody in, the States would have no interest in that. We may have a few insomniacs in the room. But I will say this, in the European room, if we were to do it, the DAX is one and done generally. That should get that first target, guys. It's not much. It's only 6 ticks. But I've got Pam's level at 66. So I'm a tick behind Pam's level. That's it. Come on, one more tick. Where the hell is this crude? I mean, it should have gotten it, fellas. I love the DAX. And then you have, all right, I'm out. Done. Maybe it goes, maybe it doesn't. I'm going to breakfast, guys. I'll be back in a bit. Okay? I'll see you in about 20. Come on, NASDAQ, pull back for me. Rising on a small buyers, couple hundred in here. Second target on the YM on the short. All right, we got a long that just fired on crude on a reversal bar, first bar reversal. The bot on ZB just got first target, went break even +1. So we got first target on the bot. I'll move this down to third standard deviation. I'll put that there. Damn, this NASDAQ just keeps going. Jeepers criminy. I wanted to see a pullback to 07. We didn't even get close to that. Let me get break set here. All right, so I've got the NASDAQ on a break. If I'd have done first bar, this would have been a great short. DAX isn't even rolling. All right, here's our pullback. Come on. Yeah, hey, Chris, you missed a hell of a trade yesterday, dude. All right, guys. You can probably buy 32, 33 on a pullback. 32, 33 if we get there. Come on, NASDAQ, give us something. Got 500 sellers in this candle. All right. Let's try 33 on a pullback. Watch my screen.
Order submitted.
That's where I see the pullback entry. It could be 36. All right, so I'm going to put this here. I'll put that there. Back down to 1,200. We got 600 sellers.
Order filled.
All right, watch this DAX. No, it stopped at 34. Are you kidding me? No. I missed by a couple of ticks. You can close that.
Order canceled.
Close that. I'm waiting for this DAX to roll over. God darn it. All right, guys.
Order filled.
All right, we shorted on the first bar on the NASDAQ. First bar. You may want to take some ticks right there at 11.
Target filled.
First target filled. Right, we got this bar short here. First bar short. It's all right, we're coming down to a better buy zone.
Target filled.
I didn't even get filled, Bob. The entry was 33.
Target filled.
It's coming to 85. All targets filled on bot.
Stop filled.
There was my 07, but I think we come a little bit lower. Bounce to 17, we could bounce back to 40, but I think we're coming down. So let's sell the first bar, right? Let's try it again. We're only up 4,200 so far with two trades on. Nothing on the NASDAQ. I mean, on the DAX yet. You need to set long or short,
Target filled.
Victor. First target off on crude. You have to tell it what to do. It just doesn't trade because. So I've got it set. ES, which was set for shorts, got both targets. NASDAQ's just sitting here. I need it to pull back. 85. If this comes to 85, it's all in. Okay. This could go to 41 again. 07 was when it popped up, I said I wanted to see 07. It pulled back to 07, but now I'm looking at a lower entry based on a 15-minute. DAX still will not give me a trade. Gold never fired. It reversed and went long. Okay, YM is done.
Order filled.
Done with that. ES will buy the close.
Order filled.
So ES just bought the close. Not yet. We're coming down lower, fellas. Now it'll fire a short on the close. There it goes. Fired a short on the close. I'm using 3 standard deviations. I want to take target just above the swing, if I can get it. We're holding that 07 again. That's where we stopped. 07. DAX is coming down. Well, still not out. So far, it's holding the 3rd standard deviation. We're down to 200 net buyers, guys. 200 net buyers. That's it. 203, below 200, below 200 net buyers. 85, 86 is the area that, if this comes down, that's our long. 85, 86. And if not, it can chop around in here all day for all I care. Sellers are trying, guys. If it comes down through this swing, now we got a swing here. You may want to take some ticks. That's that 07 swing. Come on. Kidding?
Target filled.
Okay, we held it again. We're still holding that 07. That's got to break. If 7 breaks, we're good. I've gone to break even until it breaks this 07 and then 04 half. That's another spot for a target. Let's call it 05. Right? I'm using the, all right, I'm out anyways. I'm using the swings. These are all support. They're swings. Okay? I got nothing on ES or Russell. Crude, if it takes me out as a first target only, so what? ES is, my favorite thing in the world to trade. Well, we know where support is, 07. God, I can't believe we won't even tag VWAP. Comeback.
Long Nasdaq. 3 minute. Long Nasdaq. 3 minute.
NASDAQ wants to fire along on the 3 minute on the bot. I don't care about ISM. Nah.
Order filled.
All right. We're long on the NASDAQ on the 3 minute. On the bot.
Target filled.
Target 1 filled on the auto on the ES. That's only from the new bot. That is correct. You've seen every trade. You've seen every trade.
Target filled.
First target filled on the NASDAQ 3 minute. I don't have the auto trail on the bot, so I'm moving it manually to break even. First target filled. So you got a runner on ES and a runner on crude, and nothing else will fill. NASDAQ will eventually give me my long entry. Here, I got a long on the DAX trying.
Stop filled.
Out on the bot. NASDAQ pulls back, guys, to 1718. That's our, looks like our bounce area, 1718. Oh, I didn't have it on. Damn it. All right, let me get rid of it.
Stop filled.
Out on the ES. It's up 52.50 so far today. I mean, you guys are free to follow along on the trades that it enters if you want. It's got to come down. We can try 25, but our stop is 03.
Order submitted.
25 with an 03. Come on down. First blue bar, red bar after the yellow. I didn't change anything, Keith. Jeff. Come on, pull back. All right, we may get it now. We're trying to pull back. So I want to buy the close on the up move. Right? Jeez. All right. Stop is 04, 04 from 25. That is 21 points.
Order filled.
Okay. First target, I'm hoping for 35, maybe even a little higher, 37. Come on. Looks like it wants 17. Get up there. Come on, buddy. Let's go. We're struggling here. No buyers. If you guys want ticks, take them. No buyers. Small buyers.
Bot. Short Russell. Unirenko T10R20.
Come on.
Bot. Short Russell. Unirenko T10R20.
Got to get back through 25, 26. Come on, let's go. And we got to get through 3150. First target is about 37, or as you see fit. Or as you see fit. We're going to fight the 34 right here. We're going to fight that 34. One more 30 rate. There, we're good. We're good.
Target filled.
We're good. That's what I'm saying, fellas. Badoink, badoink. Next target up, 42. Let's call it 41. 41 from 25. $41 from 25. I'm at break even. Real stop is still down at 04. I won't leave it there. Will not leave it there.
Stop filled.
Out. That's fine. Let's see if we can get a pullback. Guys, I'm walking you through the trade, so there should be nobody stuck in that trade. I really want to see 85. Really would like to see 85. Where am I getting that from?
Bot.
50 period moving average and our control pivot.
T10R20.
Oh, God, shut this thing up, please.
Short Russell. Unirenko T10R20.
Seriously, this is driving me utterly insane. Come on, NASDAQ. I can.
Order filled.
I don't know how to shut it off. All right, we're short on the NASDAQ again. First break. All right, I can't do it now, guys. We're trading. All right, I'll do it. I'll have to deal with it today. Somebody tell me I'll get Joel to do it. So I want to take first target above that support. My stop, real stop, needs to be here. Yeah, you son of a gun. This NASDAQ still does not want to break lower. These 15-minute candles are just killing me.
Order filled.
Killing me. We're right in the middle of a 15-minute candle again. Inside candle to boot on the 15-minute. How do I get rid of bot, short, RTY, 361444, bot, long, NASDAQ, 3-minute. I can't stand it. It's killing me. Guys, I want to buy 85 based on what I've shown you.
Bot. Short Russell. Unirenko T10R20. Bot. Short Russell. Unirenko T10R20.
That. How do I kill that? And now we come down. I had the right stop. Guys, we only have 400 buyers. Chop. We can't even get to VWAP.
Order filled.
All right. We shorted again on the NASDAQ. Another swing. Come on down, you dog. It'll give ticks, but it's got to take this swing at 16. There it goes. Nope. Yep. Now it should be good to first target. There we go. Oh, you scumbag. See how it stopped just ahead of the swing? I didn't move that target. Come on.
Target filled.
There's target. You got another short entry signal. Got a lot of support here at that 7. A lot of support at that 7. Got to break that 7. I want that 85, 86 area, guys. Crude, I'm tired of watching.
Filled.
Let me see what else I got. Nothing on the ES. Come on down. Down to 200 buyers, 225. And we're sitting. We're just sitting. It should come. It's got to break here, 07. If 07 breaks, it could be a quick dump. It's holding 07 still. There, it's through. Okay. There we go. Joel, I'll have to do it later. I can't do it now. Come on, negative delta. There we go. Negative delta. That's what I got, man. 85, 86. It'll be on the screen in 1 second. I mean, this multitasking is getting a little, oh, it's not your fault, dude. I don't know how I even turned it on. I'm right at the third standard deviation.
Stop.
Okay, out. Still have not had a trade on the DAX, which is doing nothing. DAX is sitting, but I'm waiting for it to roll over. I have the short set. Gold is pretty quiet. Bots are up 1582.50 this morning. Got nothing in crude, still in that long, but I killed it. It's too slow. ES coming down into a buy zone. Let's see here. 59 on the ES, 59 if you like. It's 10 handles away. NASDAQ's getting close. All right, guys, hang on. I've given one order flow trade, which was a winner for 14 handles, first target only. The new breakout indicator, automated, is up 45.35 currently, and the bots are up
Bot.
50.
Short S&P. 15 minutes.
1582. Guys, stop is going to be 67. 67 stop. Uh-oh, now they're talking about inflation. Shoot. Last thing we need. God dang it. They're talking about inflation, not helping us. Come on, bounce. Get up there. We could come down and tag 67. There we go. Come on. Bounce, 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 bounce. Nope. One more push. Come on. Get above 85, 86, and we're good. Damn it. Evans is speaking. Buyers here at 81. Fed Evans is talking about inflation. Inflation to 3% would not be a problem. Who lets these idiots out? This has to hold 68. Come on. My stop may still be too tight in here. We could tag 67 and bounce there as well. God, I wish this guy would stop speaking.
Order filled.
Oh, the DAX shorted on the auto. Come on, bounce up there, you stink face. Let's go. No, we might be good here, fellas. Come on. Come on. This should have been a no-brainer. This should be a no-brainer back to 80. This 86, which was support, is now our resistance. Come on. God, we got 170 net sellers, 180, nothing on the delta, total delta. 177, 180, nothing. If this gets back up through about 87, it's off. Nope. Out. Fucker. As soon as they started talking about inflation, we were done. God damn it. First target on the DAX filled on the auto. First target filled. First target filled, DAX. Looks like we're coming down to yesterday's close at 536. Here comes the DAX. Let's see if we get a complete pukage. Yeah, this was just on stupid talk of inflation. As soon as he started talking about 3% inflation, we were done. We could come 380. I don't know that we do, but 380. It's all right. I'll get him. We'll get him. Almost as bad as Trump tweets, which for the record, in 4 years, I was never on the right side of one. Never got the right side. Gap was filled on the downside. Yes, it was. To the tick. We better bounce here now on the NASDAQ. So they got gap fill on the Qs. Thank you, Patrick.
Target filled.
Right here. We got gap fill. We still have a gap from yesterday. This blue zone is yesterday's gap. And the auto execute is long again. Here's the auto. Got to get through that first swing, which,
Target filled.
so we'll take some off at the first swing. And if it goes through, great. I'll trail it right here.
Stop filled.
Out. I mean, the DAX puking isn't helping, fellas. I'm going to trail that at 2 standard deviations. That's all you need is one DAX trade. Woohoo! Anybody short the DAX? Anybody take the DAX short? This indicator, I mean, this thing is just bananas. Bananas. ES could come 45. Next 15-minute candle in 6 minutes could get dangerous for the NASDAQ. We could sell off into yesterday's low again at 380. Let it sell. I'll get them. I think we're coming 520, which is what Caleb suggested. 521. If we break below 500, we're going to get slaughtered.
Order filled.
ES took a bounce up long. Let's see if it goes. Got the candle close.
Stop filled.
I missed the first blue. It's going to get a long. DAX will give me a long on the close of the candle. NASDAQ does not look like it's done selling. I've got nothing on crude.
Order filled.
Okay, DAX is trying. Come on, ES. 3 ticks shy of target. Come on.
Target filled.
ES target 1 filled. Boom, chaka, laka. I'll trail it at 1 standard deviation. Come on, DAX, let's go. So let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Next 15-minute candle in 3 minutes. And the DAX, I'm not letting come down. 97, not far. So let's buy the close. Missed the big long here again on the NASDAQ. Guys, we only have 1,300 sellers here. We did tag yesterday's close at, okay, out on ES. We did tag yesterday's close at 536. Come on, DAX. Boy, this DAX is trading slowly, really slowly. Got to 12. We're at Pam's blue level again. Come on, DAX. No, 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 George. No, not at this point.
Order filled.
I closed it. Listen, look, this is very simple, fellas, okay? This is not a turn it on, let it trade, go hit golf balls kind of thing. You have to use some common sense, right? It's already going into a long. So I clearly don't want to buy the close at this point, right? I can sell the close because it's already up. I have to enter the trade in opposite direction of what it's doing, right? So like for instance, gold. I'm sitting here with a gold pending a short. I can't take the long. The long was down here. There's no long. So if I don't want first bar, if I want break, I'd be long here at 58. That was the break. Make sense, fellas? For instance, on the YM, I have a pending long here and a pending long here and a pending short here. All I got to do is wait for trades to execute. That's it. I have nothing on order flow that I'm interested in. DAX is trying to go. All I'm doing is waiting for a trade in the opposite direction of the current move. That's it. So here, I'd be waiting for a short on a break of support. We're going back to 70, 69, 70 is what it looks like on the NASDAQ, and it could fail there. 1,450 net sellers.
Order filled.
Okay, so we shorted again. Yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting for trades. That's all. Probably first target I want right there at the blue. See where it stopped? The swing. Now if it comes down, we get them on the move down. I'm just trailing at 3. You guys understand? Is there anybody that doesn't understand this? Out. Is there anybody that does not get what we're doing? We're just parked.
Order filled.
Okay, so we just took a long now on the Russell. First target, we want to be below the swing. Second target, below that swing. Because we know that that's overhead resistance. Go get target, you dog. Come on. A little bit more, little bit. I'm on the close. I'm not letting it go against me. Yeah, we're looking for the other direction. I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out. I don't care where it goes. I'm done with it. So now I'd have to sell it. The long is already triggered. Trade is done. Now I got to look for a reversal, right? That's it. NASDAQ is just dead. I can't do a damn thing with the NASDAQ. I'll get it. I just have to get it out of this stupid range. So you guys have now seen every single trade that this has put on today. Because I didn't have it on, Lloyd. It's got to be on. It's up 71.70. You guys have seen every trade. So is it worth $900? $997? I don't know. You guys would have to tell me. If you don't think so, you don't own it. That's right. Long NASDAQ, fellas. Long NASDAQ back to 96. 85 anyways. Frank, will you send me an email? Because I won't remember out of chat. If you got, let me say this. If you own the auto aspect, it's wait a minute. Oh, there's another trade, couple ticks shy of target, which drives me nuts. Out. If you guys own the breakout indicator, you paid $9.97 for it initially. To add the auto aspect is $9.97. You can still trade it manually. It will give you these signals, and you can still trade it manually. Nothing's changed. Joel is updating it so that you will get these signals. It just won't trade auto. If you do not own it took the long here and took the short here. You guys are watching the trades, fellas. You guys are watching the trades. if you guys do not own the indicator at this point, you can do one of two things. You can buy the manual version, which was the initial release, where you're actually hitting buy and sell. That's $9.97. If you want it fully automated, it's $19.97. Let me get some of these stupid things on. There's really nothing trading, including the DAX. I have the DAX set to sell. But this is a valid, this would have been a valid short here as well, right? And even though you're getting the signal.
Short Russell. Unirenco T1.
It's done, Rick. It's done. It's done. So let's buy the close, right? I got to buy the close. I can't sell it. It's already short. Thank you, Lee. Exactly right. Exactly right.
Bot. Short Russell. Unirenco T10R20.
Shoot. All right, DAX shorted. You guys can see it on the screen because that's. Let's see if the DAX cooperates here. Everybody, I'm not sure what your question is. If you own the breakout indicator already, you will be getting an update today from Joel at some point. I know he worked until at least midnight because he sent me a Skype message at midnight. I was not up to get it. If you do not, and yes, you will get an update. It will not be automated unless you purchase the automated aspect of it. 6618, Gary, 6618. I have the Unirenco bar. I have the Unirenco bar. If somebody needs it, email me. Yeah, it's gonna give you the signals, correct?
Order filled.
I mean, look at this humongous short. And the long worked, would have worked. So I still want the short, right? Yes, it took the Unirenco bar that I use, yes. So just to be clear, only the first bar signals will be included for current bot breakout indicator owners only. That signal, that first signal, it would give you the long. Okay? Oh my God. Seriously. Guys, it did take the long. I closed the trade. I'm doing them in front of you. If you guys aren't paying attention, seriously, this is why I want to pull my teeth out sometimes.
Subfilled.
On YM, out on YM. I still want the long here on the NASDAQ whenever it gives it to me. When it does, I'll show you. I can get rid of this. "27 seconds. Really would like to see this somewhere up around 96, 97 on the next candle.
Order filled.
All right, NASDAQ gave me the long on the auto. Come on, give me, let's get above the dots, really above 96. That's where the trail dots are, right? We get above this 96, 97, we're good to target here. And on our order flow trade. Get above 97 and it's golden. It just will not break. Come on, rat bag. Get above 97. There we go. We're good. If you guys want to take some ticks, now I can go to third standard deviation.
Target filled.
Another $1,000.
Target filled.
Target filled.
Target filled.
Target filled order flow trade. Free trades, fellas. Now I got an open runner. Open runner. Is everybody good in the head? Is everybody good? Thank you, Brad. Guys, again, I think this is the greatest indicator that has ever been built. And not because it's mine and Joel's programming. Well, not my programming, before anybody misinterprets that. But because it's the simplest thing in the world to use. And again, this is predicated on the initial premise. Okay, Ken. Everybody good on that trade, fellas? Is everybody good on that trade? I still think that the NASDAQ is going to rise. Next 15-minute candle, I think, takes this thing Pluto-ish. You got 2.5 minutes just under to the next 15-minute candle. We've pushed through the 20-period moving average. No, there's a way to do it within Ninja. Okay, Dave. So yeah, Todd, I will. If you, it's 1997 to buy the breakout plus the automated. You can still buy the manual version for $9.97. $19.97 for the automated version. Yeah, of course, Todd. So now I've got an open trail, right? I've got an open trailer.
Long gold.
Guys, I have turned my bots off. Whoop. It's that time of day. They're all off, or will be momentarily. They're all off. Another nice bot total, 1582.50. I'll show it at the end. That is correct, Victor. Correct. Correct. So, I mean, it's a free trade here, fellas, right, on this. So I'm letting it breathe. I'm trailing at 3 standards. I don't know. I don't think so. It is not. No, Patrick. But it's on the DOM. They're all on Sim 1. Here's where it is now. The automated is at 77.25 and 16 cents, pending the conclusion of this trade. Almost $8,000, over $8,000, regardless of where this goes. I don't think there's a way to put this on the summary window. $8,090. You guys have seen every trade. So let's talk about what we have. So we've had this ginormous long, right? You mean the auto aspect, Dirk? Nobody has the automated unless you didn't buy it yesterday. It just came out yesterday. So now I want to sell it on the reversal. Right? I don't know that I get the reversal, but that's the trade. Guys, just understand one thing. This is different than the bot. The bot is predicated on a series of moving averages, right? This has not got anything to do with moving averages. Nothing. This is not the robot. This is robotic and fully automated, but it's not the robot. So what else would I want to see here? Let's see. I don't know. Well, on Russell and YM, I would have to be on sell. That's funny, Mark. I'm not a car dealer. Send me an email, Dirk, please. I will not remember out of Skype. If anybody's interested, you got to send me an email. I definitely sell Lambos or Ferrari. It's got to be Italian. I mean, the only non-Italian car that you can own is an Aston, which is the European version of a Ferrari or an Italian-made car. That's all I would sell. You can keep a Porsche. They're garbage. We have a Fed speaker at 11. Super. Missed a great. I didn't have anything on crude. I missed a terrific short. Look at this short on crude. Guys, I'm trying to multitask here like a monster. Order flow trades, watching the bot, watching this, explaining this. You got your first break here at 56. Look at this trade. You got another short here, another short here, another short here. I came close to buying an Aston when I bought my Maserati. I almost bought an Aston. So now what do we want on the NQ? We've had the short. What do we want? If we're going to trade it, so I could do this. I could go to first bar. Now on a red bar, it's going to give me another sell, right? So it gave me the short here if I used first bar. First bar is terrific for scalping. You want to get 10 ticks and then runners, that kind of thing. Right? Because we never know when we're going to get a trend change. Oh, that's a nice car, Magnus. That's a really nice car. All right, so there's our short. So let's see here. 02. Let's try to get like 5 points here. Maybe, yeah, 5 points for a scalp. It's a scalp, right? We don't know what the trend change is going to be. And this may not make it. It's going to want to hold 96, 97, I would think. We may make it down to 93, this zone again. But we have a small negative delta again, 130. Again, I don't think this is big enough here. Let's do it there, and I'll kill the trade. Too slow for me now. Come on. Damn, this thing is slow. Missed by a couple ticks. 2 ticks. 2 ticks.
Short crude oil. 15 minutes.
Small sellers in here, guys. Couple hundred sellers. I mean, this is just putrid slow. I will not allow this to go here. Whoop. Damn it.
Order filled.
Whether it goes or not, I'm just trying to show it for you guys, right? So I want break. I'm not interested, but you can scalp the living heck out of these first bar reversals, right? We get blue, 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 yellow, red. Stop would be above the pivot. Shelby Cobra is a great car. Great car. Let's see what I've got. Nothing, guys. And I just missed, again, because I'm not paying attention to crude. We had this big down move, and now we just got the first bar reversal, which would have put you in the trade at 97, and you'd be up 28 ticks. You know, if, again, I'm watching a main screen, I'm watching order flows, I'm watching other charts, trying to explain this stuff. I'm missing the living heck out of trades. And if you put these things in front of you, and they're all right here, nice. Nice. Jay took the reversal. Nice job, Jay. Guys, I like that 339 Unirenco on crude. It's small, but I like it. What was his routine? Guys, for me, there's only, I mean, aside from a muscle car, 70s, 60s, late 60s, early 70s muscle cars, I'm an Italian sports car guy. Maserati, Ferrari, Lambo. I don't much care for Alfa. You couldn't pay me to own a Tesla. You couldn't give me a Tesla and ask me to drive it. I have never owned a McLaren. My brother has. I've never owned a McLaren. Joel knows I don't like Tesla. Yeah, he just chimed in. I'm not a Tesla guy. Aesthetically, I don't think it's a very pretty car. I can't stand on the S. I couldn't stand the dash. I looked at it. Everybody has made money today, right? Commodities are just crazy. Everybody's made money, right? All right, guys. What I'll do, I'm going to just go get a cup of coffee. And see you tomorrow, guys. I'll talk a little bit about what you guys have seen here. Oh, you're welcome, Patrick. You're welcome. I'll be right back, guys.